Hey there, Gemini, and welcome to your week of February 14th, 2022 General Tarot reading. We're going to be looking at your energy coming into this week, some challenges you might be facing, as well as some possible outcomes. We're going to clarify all of that and tie everything off with an oracle message at the end of the video. So you're going to want to stick around for all that. These are general readings, so not all this may resonate with you. And if it doesn't all resonate, it's just not part of your message, so don't try to make something fit that doesn't. These are, of course, for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign readings. These are for those signs. This reading is for those signs. But cross watchers, you're certainly welcome to this. Wow, this good energy so far here. But cross watchers, you're also really welcome to this. Just be aware that the energies can get a bit mixed up for you. Gemini, thank you for being here. Hope things are going really good for you. How you doing? We got your energy starting off. It's really looking good here. We got the Magician, the Empress, and the High Priest, or the High Priestess, the Queen of Pentacles. Where am I going here? But the Magician, the Empress, and the Queen of Pentacles. This is awesome. This is just really, this is you getting what you've been manifesting here. Like you're in that kind of energy where it's either you're getting what you're manifesting, like you've been working on something for a while now to bring it into reality and it is coming for sure, or you're really taking charge and you're like, this is happening. I really want this and I'm bringing it down, right? So this is great, right? You have the Magician pointing to the sky saying like, as above, so below. So he's pointing up saying like, I want this, and then he's pointing down to the ground and I want it here and I want it now. Right? The Empress is the one that births that into the world, right? She is sort of the one that births everything, like all the opportunities, the things that we want into our life. She creates that for us. The Magician's the one that says, I want it here. I'm trying to bring it into reality. And the Empress actually gives it to us. So this is great, like that you have these two coming out together in your energy. And the Queen of Pentacles, while she is this nurturing, growing type, she is but one aspect of the Empress. And that abundance, that growth, that nurturing aspect is what's kind of in overdrive for you at this time, which is great because that's saying like you're not only bringing stuff in abundance, you're bringing it like in abundance, right? Like you're like double the best, right? So this is just wonderful energy. So let's take a look at some clarifiers for you, see what this might be all about here for you, Gemini. All right, what do we have for our Geminis here? We got the Nine of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Seven of Cups. So you're manifesting a lot of opportunities at this time with that Seven of Cups for sure. Absolutely. So yeah, just a ton of options coming here for you, an abundance of options, as that is the word of the reading now. With the Four of Wands here, potentially you're manifesting a ton of suitors for you. You know, the Four of Wands can represent marriage, and it represents happiness and celebrations as well. But maybe more specifically, a lot of us are looking for love. So that might be you, where you're trying to manifest a person to be with forever and ever, right? So that's beautiful. So that's really good. We're bringing all that in. The Nine of Swords represents, anxieties, fears, nightmares, all that kind of stuff. When you're in such a good energy, you can get into that negative kind of aspect where you're thinking like, when is the other shoe going to drop? When is the bad thing going to happen? When's the bottom going to fall out on this? And that's what that Nine of Swords kind of represents. It's like things are going too good, right? And you might be afraid that something bad is going to happen. It's okay to have worries and concerns and stuff, but you're in such a good position that you should just let that fade into the background. It's nothing to worry about. All right, so let's get in to some potential challenges for you here. See what we got going on here. All right, Gemini, what have we got for our Geminis here this week? You got that Nine of Swords again, yeah. Queen of Wands, all right, another part of the Empress, and the Page of Swords here. All right. So yeah, definitely with that Nine of Swords, again, just that stuff, it might be kind of pushing itself to the forefront, right? You think of like a yin-yang symbol where there's the white bit with a little bit of the dark and the dark bit with a little bit of the white in it. It's sort of to say like, yeah, even when things are going, as good as they can be, there is going to be worries. There are going to be concerns, of course. You can never have 100% good all the time, right? There are always going to be those little bit of concerns, a little bit of negativity and stuff. So again, that's going to be a challenge to kind of, I want to say keep that under control, but make sure that doesn't grow, right? Just kind of, remind yourself over and over again, like this Queen of Wands would, that positivity is key for you, right? So keep that in mind, keep that abundance. You got a ton of good coming in here. Don't let that spoil it, all right? With the Queen of Wands here, I would say watch out if you are, especially for those looking for love, watch out for those who are only looking for something less serious. They're looking for something a little flaky, a little flingy, that kind of stuff. Because that's what the Queen of Wands. She can be quite sensual, so she might be only concerned about the physical, about that kind of an aspect, or kind of just the enjoying herself and not really committing, right? So just be aware of that. It's an energy. Don't worry about gender or anything about that. That's just a person coming in like that. And with the Page of Swords, reaching out may be a bit of an issue for you or for the other people here. So just do your best on your end, right? If you're trying to communicate with someone, do what you can, right? Maybe it's just not the right time or things aren't lining up the best. It is what it is. And it might be the other way as well. Maybe they're trying to reach out to you, but it's always like a near miss, right? So just be aware of that as we come into the week. See if we can get any more detail on this, though. Let's see. What can we get for our Geminis here? What do we have? Gemini, we've got the Three of Cups, the King of Cups, and Judgment. Yeah, definitely that commitment, again, is coming up. Judgment is sort of the final step before we get to the World, which is the big finish, the big completion here. Judgment is the commitment to saying, like, it's kind of like, I want to push the button. And, like, Judgment is like, I've decided in my mind and I'm actually going to push the button. Like, that, like, let's go, right? So, again, just watch out for that. There might be some people who aren't so committed at this time, even though they're putting up a front of saying they're committed just to get what they want. So be aware of that. With the King of Cups and the Three of Cups here as well. The Three of Cups represents celebrations, people getting together, all that good stuff. So there will be reasons to celebrate, of course, but I would be just careful that people aren't a little too celebratory. You know, people who are a little less mature, less committed, right? With that King of Cups here. The King of Cups definitely is a more mature type, much like the Queen of Wands, the Empress, and the Queen of Pentacles. We got that commitment, we got the maturity here. Just be aware that aware that there might be people who are kind of feigning this maturity, feigning this commitment, when really deep down they just want to party and have fun and, you know, revel, right? Like, that's all they really want to do. They don't want to commit. They want to just kind of put up whatever front will get them to what they want to get, right? So be aware of that. So as we go into your outcomes, just want to make you aware, speaking of being aware, down in the description box, I've started doing something new. I've added in a song of the week that I picked out, and it's just something, it's just a song I think people would enjoy. It's nothing of my own creation, of course. There's always like a credit, like you're going to see who it is, but they're just something you may enjoy, maybe something you want to check out. Maybe you'll find an old favorite in there, or maybe you'll find a new favorite in there, or maybe you'll just see something you'll be like, you, Charles, you're silly, I don't like that song. Whatever the case may be. But here we are, your outcome cards. We got the Three of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Five of Swords here. This is really good. I like the Three of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands especially, because the Three of Pentacles talks about working as a group, working with someone. The ultimate team, in my mind, is always a person and their significant other. It's like you against the world, right? You two are going up against the world. So I think that's really beautiful when that comes out, especially when we're talking about relationships. I feel like once you get through the clutter of the people who aren't committal or non-committal, who don't want to actually, you know, commit to something serious, the people who are trying to put up that front to get what they want, and you get to the actual people, you are going to find someone who does want to work, someone who does want something beautiful, someone who does want to create and build with you. With the Ace of Wands here as well, it's going to feel like the energy's right with this person. Like, it's really, your energies are going to click. You're going to be like, oh wow, this person just gets me, right? And it's definitely going to be kind of you're going to have like a thumbs up moment here with the Ace of Wands, like in your mind of like, yeah, just go for it. Like, let's do this, which is really awesome as well. So I like that a lot. With this Five of Swords here as well, fives in tarot can represent conflict here, so just be aware of that. But with the Five of Swords, this is more like, I feel like you're kind of driven to win. Like, you're driven to get the outcome you want here, right? You can see this person, they've defeated all these other people here. And I kind of see that as you defeating all like the fakers and all the non, you know, the people who aren't being real, the people who aren't committing, the people who aren't looking for what you're looking for, right? I see that as you kind of defeating them to get to what you want here, which I think is absolutely beautiful. So let's take a look at some clarifiers for that as well, see what's going on. What do we got for our Geminis here? Hopefully it's all good stuff. All right. What do we got? We got the Tower, nice. The Eight of Wands, and the Five of Cups. So yeah, that's great. Like that's really great. I love that the Tower's here because this is a big change, right? And that can be quite a big change. Like getting into a relationship, that is quite a change from the norm, because you suddenly go from being like, oh, I'm on my own, or I'm just hanging out with my friends, to like, there's this person that I want to spend all my time with, or this person who wants to spend all their time with me, right? And that's really awesome, right? So that's a big time change coming for you here. With the Eight of Wands here too, passionate communication coming in, right? And with the Ace of Wands as well, it's like this energy is going to be coming up between you and this person that's just like undeniable, really. I feel like they're going to really communicate that they feel passionate about the same sort of things you feel passionate about, or they feel passionate about something that you never realized, oh wow, this is a thing for me. Like I really enjoy this. So I think that's really cool. I think that's really awesome here. With this Five of Cups, you just got to be aware that there's going to be more than one way to get to where you're trying to get to, right? Not everybody has the same linear path to something, right? You know, for instance, I've known people in high school, for instance, I knew people like this. I knew a guy, he never went without a girlfriend. Like it was just nonstop. This guy didn't have a girlfriend at all times. It was crazy. And I knew another girl who was very much the same way that I worked with. Like she would date a guy, they would break up, and like 1 or 2 weeks later, she'd be with another guy. Like it's just wild to me. Whereas versus myself, I went through high school with nobody the whole time. Like we all take different paths. It's just the way it is. So just be aware that if one path doesn't lead you right to where you want to be, there is still other paths, right? One of my favorite lines ever when it comes to love is rejection is redirection. So I'm loving that. Let's take a look at your Oracle card to wrap everything up. Hope this has helped you out. Hope this has resonated. If it has, hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you really like what I do here. And let's get into your Oracle message. Hello, Journey. How are you today, sir? Are you feeling a little like you're going to wreak some havoc on me here? We got the Electric Eel Spirit, number 24, telling us to bring your ideas to life. So let's take a look here at what we got here. All right. Oh, here we go. Seemingly out of nowhere, the jolt of the Electric Eel Spirit appears to awaken you to a big idea that you are meant to explore. Epiphanies and aha moments are gifted to you right now, so celebrate. Your life has the potential for profound transformation. Inspiration arises in you, electrifying you so that you can't wait to get started bringing your idea to life. The revelations you experience now are meant to set you on a new path, so don't be afraid to act. Explore, examine, and do not fear the changes that may come, for Spirit wants to shower you with love, success, and abundance that you hope to experience. Now is a thrilling time of epiphanies, inspired ideas, and innovation. This is a wondrous sign for you today. So that's great. Like that's just saying, look at all this. Look at all this now. This is just saying like we are heading in a positive direction. This is a good message for you to be seeing. You're going to be seeing the change you want to see here with the Tower, bringing your ideas to life. It's just a matter of working hard here, putting in the time, making your ideas come into reality. You know, it was talking about with the Eel Spirit, talking about that abundance. Like you've got that in spades for sure. It's just a matter of using this to get to here, right? How will you do it? How will you achieve that, Gemini? How will you get to what you're trying to get to here? It's just a matter of time. I feel like I said, I feel like there's this undeniable energy, you know, the irresistible force, the immovable object. They're trying to like collide with one another, whether you're one or the other, and this person you're looking for is the other one. I feel like you're heading towards each other for sure. It's just a matter of how we're going to get there. So hope that's helped you out. Hope that resonated with you. If you want to help out the channel, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you really like what I do here. Check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos, and I'll see you next time.